The BE-4 engine by Blue Origin is one of the most powerful rocket engines currently in use, boasting a thrust capability of up to 240 tons at sea level. This engine, which powers the New Glenn rocket, is designed to be among the 5 most powerful in the world and stands out for its use of methane and liquid oxygen as propellants. This choice allows it to propel rockets into space with high efficiency. The BE-4 is not only important for Blue Origin, but also represents a significant innovation in the field of rocket engines. The story of this engine begins in 2011, when Blue Origin, the aerospace company founded by Jeff Bezos, was still a relatively unknown entity focused primarily on developing New Shepard, a suborbital rocket designed for space tourism. Although it was initially unclear what direction the company would take, by that year, there was already talk of an engine designed for an orbital rocket, the New Glenn. Scheduled for its maiden flight in January 2025, the New Glenn represents one of Blue Origin's major challenges. However, the story of the BE-4 becomes particularly interesting in 2014, when, following Russia's annexation of Crimea, the aerospace company United Launch Alliance, ULA, was forced to reduce its use of RD-180 engines, which powered the Atlas V rocket. ULA began searching for a replacement and turned to the BE-4, an engine that Blue Origin was developing in parallel. Initially, the idea was to replace the RD-180 with the BE-4 for the Atlas V starting in 2016, but various design delays forced ULA to revise its plans. In 2018, ULA decided to stop using the BE-4 for the Atlas V, securing a sufficient supply of RD-180 engines to complete its planned launches while gradually replacing the Atlas V with the Vulcan rocket, which would use 2 BE-4 engines in its first stage. Despite the delays, progress on the BE-4 continued. Blue Origin faced significant challenges in perfecting the engine's design, particularly with the turbopumps, which are critical components for pressurizing the propellant before combustion. The primary difficulty lay in managing the reactivity of the hot gases produced by the propellant combustion. However, in 2023, the BE-4 passed an important milestone. On June 7th of that year, ULA successfully conducted the first static fire test of the Vulcan rocket, which involved firing the BE-4 engines without the rocket leaving the ground. This test was a crucial step, followed by additional trials leading up to the Vulcan rocket's successful maiden spaceflight on January 8, 2024. To understand the characteristics and architecture of the BE-4 engine, it is essential to explore its operational cycle, which uses a process called oxygen-rich staged combustion, ORSC. This cycle is one of the most advanced and is notable for its efficiency, though it also presents complex design challenges. Like car engines, rocket engines can follow different combustion cycles, each with its advantages and disadvantages. The ORSC cycle of the BE-4 involves burning liquid oxygen in excess with a small amount of liquefied natural gas, creating an oxygen-rich mixture that powers the turbopumps. In contrast, SpaceX's Raptor engine employs a full-flow staged combustion cycle, a much more complex variant where 2 separate pre-burners feed 2 turbopumps, one for oxygen and one for methane. This approach optimizes engine efficiency and minimizes performance compromises by allowing each turbine to rotate at the optimal speed for the fluid it pumps. While the BE-4 uses a simpler cycle with a single turbine, its design and ability to handle highly reactive propellants make it an equally advanced engine. The main differences between the BE-4 and the Raptor lie primarily in the complexity and efficiency of their cycles. The BE-4, with its ORSC cycle, is a simpler engine but still delivers extraordinary performance, with a maximum thrust of 250 tons. While SpaceX's Raptor offers higher thrust, up to 230 tons for version 2 and 280 tons for version 3, the BE-4 is designed for greater reusability, making it particularly suitable for multiple missions in the context of the New Glenn rocket. The BE-4's performance is impressive, with a combustion chamber pressure of 135 bar compared to the Raptor's approximately 300 bar. However, thrust is not the only important parameter. The engine's weight also plays a critical role. Although the BE-4 generates more thrust than the Raptor version 2, the Raptor is lighter, and, thanks to its more complex architecture, ensures greater reliability and a longer operational lifespan. In conclusion, the BE-4 and the Raptor are two extraordinary engines, designed with different but complementary architectures in the space industry. Blue Origin has faced numerous challenges in the design and development of the BE-4, but has achieved significant milestones. Despite initial difficulties, the BE-4 is poised to propel the New Glenn rocket into space, starting with its first launch scheduled for January 2025. Its reusability and high performance make it a fundamental asset for Blue Origin in the long term. With the Vulcan rocket's success in January 2024, the BE-4 has already proven its value, and we look forward to its developments in future launches. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss the next videos.